What's up, everybody? It's the movie guy. So, I just got done watching the very first episode of the newer OJ Simpson documentary on Netflix. Oh my god, it is fucking crazy, to say the least. Like, I think it was in sixth, I think it was in seventh grade, when this was happening, because I remember in mass media class in seventh grade watching the trial. Like, they literally had a bloody fingerprint on the doorknob, never was taken into evidence. They had blood print, I think, shoot, where was it? Somewhere else in the house, not taken into evidence, stuff in the washing machine. And then it's funny because just saying is this, because the message pops up and like there was wording that pops up that says, you guessed it, not taken into evidence. There was so much stuff not taken into evidence. It just blows my mind. There was an incident where there was a lady driving down the street or something and got in an incident, or I think almost in a car wreck with OJ, when OJ was like leaving his house. And I don't know if he was yelling at her, but she was like, she just got done watching The Naked Gun and she knew it was OJ Simpson. She was never called to trial as a witness. When OJ was like leaving that night to go be picked up by a limo to go to Chicago because he had like a golfing tournament. Um, so when he got to LAX, there was a guy waiting to pick up his wife, and he was saying that he could see like OJ throwing something away in the trash can. And the guy that was like witnessing all this was never called into to testify or anything. Like, literally, there was just so much stuff that never got picture taken or taken into evidence. Um, it was just so sloppy. And then, like, um, they were. Hey, let me pause it real quick. They were talking about, there was this like police officer. I don't think he was a detective, but he um went to OJ's place, and um when he came back home and he was just watching, he was telling me he went into OJ's place and he got let in and stuff. He was like watching all the news stuff. He was like, well, how did you hurt your finger? He was like, oh, it was something with a cell phone or something in my Jeep. But then there was like somebody else there that said the same thing, and he was just like, um, another guy that was there at OJ's house was like, "Oh, how did you hurt your finger?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I hurt my finger in Chicago." And then the detective, or not the detective, the friend of OJ was just like, "Oh my god," he knew right there, like he did it and stuff and everything. And then he was just like, um, seeing the pictures of how like Nicole Simpson was got beat up by OJ Simpson. And he was like, "Oh yeah, no, she was the aggressor and stuff and everything." And then he was like, he went home to his wife and he was crying. And he was like, he knew he did it and stuff and everything. But it's just crazy the amount of like evidence. It just blows my mind. Like, this whole thing with OJ is always in. It's just been so interesting throughout the years and stuff and everything. And like, he didn't take a polygraph because he was just like, he told his friend that was at the house, it was like, oh yeah, I was having dreams of me like committing murder or whatever to Nicole or whatever Simpson. It was just like, what the hell? Like, and then the blood that was on like the sidewalk, on the glove, like everywhere, all came back to OJ Simpson, which is crazy. Like there was just so much evidence that pinpointed him to everything. So this was, ooh, this was insane. This was a crazy episode. I am like so invested now. It's like 4 episodes. I think I'm definitely gonna watch the second episode. I don't know what the second episode's called, but this is really good. I highly suggest watching this if you have Netflix.